start this press conference off like we usually do to tell you that any charges that we announce carries the presumption of innocence with it until the defendant's proven guilty or defendants are proven guilty in a court of law. And to also remind you that there are a number of things that pursuant to the Code of Ethics we can't talk about. And we won't discuss particular facts here in the press conference. I'd also like to start off with that, just to remind everybody that the entire district attorney's family, our hearts go out to the Melton family, and we also like to send those same thoughts out to the entire Kansas City, Kansas law enforcement community and to all law enforcement here in the metro area and across the United States. With that said, I'd like to announce the charges that we filed a little bit earlier today in this situation. Two individuals have been charged, Jamal Lewis and Daquan Sipple. We'll start with Mr. Sipple first. Mr. Sipple was charged with an account of aggravated assault, an account of criminal discharge of a weapon at an unoccupied dwelling. Those charges arise from an incident that happened a little bit earlier in the afternoon in an area we call Juniper Gardens at approximately 2nd and Edgerton here in Kansas City, Kansas. It was that incident that citizens had called in and had started the chain of events that eventually led to Captain Melton's death. The second defendant, Jamal Lewis, is charged with those same counts as an aider and abetter. It's the state's theory. We believe that Mr. Sipple is the one that fired shots at 2nd and Edgerton in Juniper Gardens, approximately 7 or 8 shots fired there, and that Jamal Lewis was the driver of the car. As you may know from now that those individuals fled from there with a third individual in the car, and in the area of approximately 15th and Roland Avenue, then the individuals fled from the car, and Officer Eric Jones then had contact and took into custody Daquan Sipple. We've charged Mr. Sipple then with an additional count of aggravated assault of a law enforcement officer on Officer Eric Jones. Jamal Lewis fled from that area, and in the approximate area just west of there, at about 22nd Georgia, was then spotted by officers, including Captain Melton. And Captain Melton gave pursuit, and in the course of that, Mr. Lewis fired shots directly at Captain Melton, resulting in Captain Melton's death. As a result of that, we've charged Mr. Lewis with a single count of capital murder. As you know, capital murder carries one of two penalties, either death or life without parole. At this time, we're not making a decision as to whether we will officially seek death. That decision does not need to be made until the arraignment, and the arraignment will be sometime down in the future, and a discussion. First of all, I've got police actually doing some more investigation on that aspect of it. Once that's all gathered, I will sit down with the families, and we'll hold a discussion of what that means to seek death and how it occurs, and we'll get input from them as to whether we should seek death or not. So no decision being made now, and it'll be in the future before that decision is made. I should add that Mr. Lewis, with the capital murder charge, has a bond of $10 million. Daquan Sipple has a bond with his 3 counts for $100,000. At this point in time, while there's a person of interest that police are still looking to speak with, I can't say that we're anticipating additional charges at this time based upon what we know happened. I don't think I have anything further to add in the way of prepared comments to that, so